What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to Scott Reports. Today we're here to talk about Darling in the Franxx episode 12. And let me say that whenever I feel that I have a favorite episode of this series, it keeps raising the bar. It just keeps going up and up and up, which is a very good thing because I was so on the fence about this series with the first few episodes that came out. But these last string of episodes that we got has been fantastic. And this was my favorite episode so far. So much was done right in this episode and so many things were brought to the table as I can confidently say that this series is finally a deconstruction of the mecha genre. So it just may very well be the second coming of Evangelion. That's what we got with this episode, because the way that these characters are so open with their feelings and saying what they feel and the confessions that they're making, these type of things you wait an entire series for characters to do in anime or usually any other type of medium. And the fact that they're just coming out there in the open and saying how they feel, and we're getting the confessions that we want to get with people saying I love you and I care about you and all this type of things right up front. Darling in the Franxx shows that these characters are now coming into their own. They're doing big things. We're getting exactly what we want, and it feels good to see it. And as we know already, we finally got a main character that actually wants to get in the damn robot. So I always give Darling in the Franxx a clap for that, for just changing it up what everybody was making memes about and laughing about for so many years. This series happens to do the reverse. Now, in the halfway point of Darling in the Franxx with this episode, the kids are taken to the garden, the place that the kids are raised, you know, tested on, basically where they come from before they embark on their mission to be pilots. The don't trust the humans undertone is getting bigger and bigger and bigger these past few episodes. It hasn't really hit its peak yet, but it finally has gotten to that point where, you know, it's not under the shadows that something is going on. The kids are beginning to put two and two together, and it's becoming more in the forefront that just something isn't right in this series, and it's beginning to reach my expectations of if it's going to be a knock on Evangelion, or if it's going to be, you know, the next Evangelion that people are hailing it. It's definitely going in the right direction after the things that we found out in this episode. Starting with a question that I've had since episode 1, and I'm glad that someone's finally bringing this to the light and realizing is, where the hell is Naomi? Where the hell is Hiro's partner? Because when she didn't pass the compatibility test, and then we got that shock of thinking she was dead and found out that she was alive, and then she got shipped off somewhere, that was kind of the end. We didn't know where she went. So Hiro was kind of happy knowing that, you know, going back to the garden, we were possibly going to see her again, only for it to be confirmed that she didn't come back there. So that goes back to my initial rumor that she's out there in the wild somewhere, and this ties into what's going on with 02 as well, because come on now, we all know that 02 is turned into a Klaxosaur. I mean, she has fangs, she has horns coming out, something's going on, and whatever she's turning into, she's probably half human, half Klaxosaur hybrid. I don't think they're trying to hide that anymore, or you should at least be able to see that, and I think that's pretty much what happened to Naomi. She's out there in the wild, and without the treatment that they're getting, she probably turned to a Klaxosaur they went against already, or they're going to find her like half transformed and she's going to transform into one. And another theory that I have about the series is that 02 is probably going to be like the final boss. Like, she's probably going to go full Klax and they're going to have to take her down or something. I just kind of see that happening in the future. But the kids were sent to Garden not necessarily for their own merit. They just got the regular test when they went there. They were sent to the Garden because that's where 02 needs to go in order to get her treatments, you know, to saw down those fangs and to saw down those horns before they get out of control. And we also got to meet the Nines. You know, these guys came up in like episode, what, 4 or 5, and they showed them at the end. And these guys are some fucking asshats. They're just elite asshats, especially the blonde one who I assume is a leader. I don't remember his name right now, but, you know, he calls 02 Iota, I'm sorry. And this guy is just a jerk. He's like, oh, so this is where 02 goes now. So she's actually treating you people like humans, like she's actually capable of caring. And I'm looking like, look at this dude, get out of here. But something that I really like about Ichigo as a character, because she wasn't one of my favorite characters, but we do see her progress, and that she was standing up for 02, and everybody was standing up for 02 and embracing her and caring about her and taking her in as one of their own. And she's like, look, she's our friend. You need to back off. She's not scum like you. And the fact that in spite of their differences, everybody is coming around, gathering around, caring for 02 and giving her that love like they're one of their own. I absolutely love that. And I have to admit, guys, I admit it, finally, Zero Two is growing on me. I still don't want to give her the best girl crown. I gotta keep some dignity for bashing her as not being best girl material. That might take a while. It might take to the end of the series. But I am finally starting to care about the character. I'm starting to feel about her, and I'm starting to have feelings about her, and that's not a bad thing, because if she's gonna drive this series and if she's gonna wear that crown of being best girl that everybody's hailing her ass, you gotta have some feelings for her, and that's finally starting to come in once we're beginning to know more and more about what she's going through and what she's about, and we got that in spades in this episode. So first and foremost, the moment I was talking about, like, let's give it up for the boy Hero actually confessing his love for Zero Two. Man, he straight up said, "I love you." And I was like, oh my God, this series finally went there. Oh my God, that was a great moment. And the way it was panned out and the way it actually, you know, came to be with Zero Two just down and out and just inside of her thoughts and what she wants to do. For him to say that, you know, that was a really big moment, but it's something that she's not used to, which is why she reacted the way she did. I mean, these adults are cruel. These kids grow up knowing that they're not going to be adults, but they see adults running around. So they just hang on to that dream that one day they're actually going to grow up. And, you know, that's finally starting to hit me in this series with everything being so hidden and secret with how these kids are being trained and what they're doing to them. Like in the garden, they're starting to churn out these parasites earlier and earlier at age, because they're like, well, if we get them younger, you know, there'd be more easier for us to control. I mean, these mama and papas and these humans, they're just straight up scumbags. And Zero Two is becoming a compelling character because she absolutely hates what she is. She hates that she is this monster and she wants to be human, and she rages out on the battlefield saying, I have to keep killing these Klaxosaurs. This mission for her to kill all the monsters is her path to becoming human. And part of that, I'm pretty sure, is because the humans are selling her this dream. Like, if you take care of these things, or the more of these things you kill, maybe we can do some type of experiment to actually make you human. But at the same time, I think it's something within herself as well. Like, if she keeps killing these things and killing and killing and killing, she will become human, but not in the way that we think. You see, when Hero confessed that he loved her, we saw a more sadistic side of Zero Two, as she just like pushed this dude down and was like, oh, so you know what comes after kissing, right? She straight up mounted this dude and was about to give her him his all. Yeah, give him her all. You know what I'm trying to say? But now I'm getting a little bit uneasy, because Zero Two did this out of like reaction. Like, this is something that someone wanted from her before. And if somebody has violated my possible best girl, we're gonna throw some hands. I'm not gonna stand for it. Whoever it is, I hope they're dead. And if they're not, we're gonna find them. Protect Zero Two, protect her now. And that scene was very powerful, and I liked how it went into like widescreen mode to actually show that part of the episode, you know, with Hero saying, I love you. I'm in love with you, whether you're, no matter what you are, whether you think you're a monster or not, you are what I love, you're what I care about. That was just such a powerful scene. And for Zero Two to turn and say, you know, I'm just gonna use you like everyone else until I can find what my meaning, until I can destroy all these monsters, become human, and be with my original darling. So it's kind of like, wait, whoa. It was somebody that Zero Two actually cared about before Hero, her original darling. So her wanting to be human can be spent to saying that she wants to die. She wants to be with her darling in the afterlife. I'm pretty sure that dude is dead, and she just wants to die so she can be with that person again. That is powerful, especially like with the blonde-haired kid from the 9s explaining to Ichigo more about Zero Two, saying, you know, like, yeah, this guy actually succeeded in riding with her more than 3 times. Did you know that she's killed like over 100 people? So he must really be special. And then once again, that's when the creepiness and, you know, the uneasiness about the humans come into play, because we find out that being with Zero Two is actually transforming Hero. It's transforming him to what she is. So it's going to be interesting to find out what that is too. More questions, and this series just keeps going up and up and up, and again, deconstructing what already deconstructed the mecha genre of Evangelion, you know, just doing Evangelion right. I'll go ahead and confess it. So that was this episode in a nutshell, leaving us on, you know, that powerful scene and learning more about Zero Two. And I cannot wait to see next week. Darling in the Franxx definitely turning around my opinion on it. It's like I didn't hate it, but it was one of those things I was like, you know, I might put it on the back burner, but now it's under my must-sees. I mean, that's going to be kind of hard with the spring season coming around, but at the very least, I'm very interested in where it's going in the second half of this series. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get it by here. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like. And if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's not a shortage of content you guys indulge on this channel, especially with the spring season coming. Not Caesar season. And also be sure to hit that bell if you really want to know when I have drop a video, because YouTube is screwed to the point right now where if you don't hit the bell, you might not even know I dropped a video. So I would really appreciate that. As I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that. So thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.